everyone, and welcome to another dev session. Yeah, lately it's been a little rough, and I think for the foreseeable future, I'm just going to be using the dev plays entry as a dev session. I want to get as much possible done on the game, so I'll just do that. And I'm gonna pull up the Twitch chat here. I'll take a look at YouTube. Make sure I'm actively tuning into the chat so I see what everybody's saying. We are going to be starting in a minute. Gonna use the bathroom before I get started. But so what am I doing today? I'm working on our open world. Whoa. No, I am not making that promise. I am not making that promise. It is not an open world game. At least not yet. A Souls-like RPG called Eldoria. Me, my brother, and a few other developers have been working on it, so go check us out on Steam. We typically do streaming Sundays and Tuesdays, and these are our social platforms, so go check us out on there. If you're watching me on YouTube, feel free to check the About page on my channel, and you'll see all the links there. But yeah, we're gonna dive right into it as soon as I get back from the bathroom. So I'm just set dressing floor 2, and then we're gonna do floor 3. So I'll be right back. Alright, and I am back. Hello, Cookie. I hope you're having a great day. We're gonna finish floor 2. Oh, it feels so good to stand up, man. I'm so happy I have an electric desk that can get taller. Okay, so let's just check in real quick on YouTube. It was pretty cool. Like, streaming on YouTube and posting short videos has been getting us more subscribers, so happy about that. So now let's go to Unity and gonna play some music to keep me awake. But yeah, so I believe I added all the columns that we need. And let's look at all the objects. We have the ceilings as well, so oh, I found. And you know, I'm doing this all manually, so I may miss some objects here and there, but I'll find it. Eventually we'll have a dungeon system that will make this a lot more automated. The columns are good because it covers the ugly part of the wall. Alright. Looks pretty good. I'll just say, yeah, I think I got all the columns. Cool. So, I think lighting fixtures would be the next thing to add. Or maybe, variants of different walls. So I'll do the variants of the different walls first. I kind of wonder. I'll leave everything as is as far as like balconies go and stuff. So let's start at the beginning of the level. And you know, so the player starts here, right in this corner. Oops. So that's the whole level. So I'm just gonna add like wall variants with moss and banners and torches and stuff. So alright. We have different types of moss here, torch. Okay. The banners are added separately. That's not a prefab. So, you know what? I'm just gonna like go around, select a bunch of walls at once, replace them all in one shot to have one type of variant. I've learned from doing it the long, boring way. Last time I built a floor, and I want to speed this up. You know what? Not that wall, because it's in the corner like that, and I know it's gonna look weird. Aha! See, I missed a column. So what I'm gonna do is click on that, or replace the walls, and then, wow, I missed a lot of columns here. Alright. I'll keep selecting walls. And I missed another column. Okay. Oh. Missed this too. And this... Huh. This was a room I often missed. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's see. Alright. Good. Oh, and I can also add mushrooms. I think that would be helpful. Oh, this is a different wall size. So, let's do that. Oh, okay. Do I have different variants there? I'm thinking that I might want to make the hallways double the width, actually. Let me, I think I'm gonna sit down again. I'll switch it up throughout the stream. Oh my god. These fruit flies don't know how to fuck off. Someone's gotta teach them. Alright. my desk to go down. Alright, continuing. The cave is going to be covering this wall, so I won't bother. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna determine where the torches go next because the mushrooms are definitely not gonna be near heat. So, yeah. I'm gonna try and space out the torches more because I know Unity's lighting system is kind of crummy, so... Let's see. The braziers are really great because they have a stronger light. Maybe I'll whip out the braziers now. You know what, before I do, let's organize this. So it's all columns, the walls are in the folder. Well, there's no illusionary walls in this floor, but sometimes it's good to have like the same model as if there's like an illusionary wall, but just to keep players on their toes and it's not always obvious what is and isn't one. So, maybe I'll just create another folder and it's zero out, blocked archways. Move it at the top. This is gonna take forever, man. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this is good. So, we'll continue with the braziers. I feel a chandelier would be good for this room. Am I spelling this wrong? Oh yeah, I am. Alright. So, reset. Oops. I feel like I will want to expand the, I don't know, it just feels kind of small, but, I think it's important to have, like, more narrow, hallways kind of like this for doors this size. But not all of it, of course. I like it when it opens up. Especially since, I mean, okay, like, for a texture like this, it makes it more obvious that it's tiled. You know? So I think when it's, like, closer corners, or, like, areas, it's not easily, like, you can't tell it's tiled as easily. So I'll just leave it as is. I can, you know, I'm open to feedback. And we don't have to, like, brightly light up the whole level. Like, I think this level of light for this entire room is fine. I want to be more mindful of how much light I actually use. So let's say, the brazier is here. That's that room. And then let's say if I have the pedestal. It'll be right there. Could put another chandelier in here. Alright. Feels pretty good. I could probably move this more towards the center of the room. I think ambient lighting too can be very helpful. Which I do, have those kind of lights, Oh, hey, Shadow. I just checked in. You know, it's tough because right now I have one screen, and as far as I know, YouTube doesn't really have, like, like a plugin or anything sort of downloadable that I could like just see the chat and not have to have the window open. So it may take me a little longer to respond to people on YouTube, but I'm assuming eventually I'll figure out a solution to that. Just taking a break from all the social media research. But I hope you're doing well today. I'm just finishing floor 2. I'll probably put a brazier here. I like the shape of the shadow on the brazier. I wonder why the shadow doesn't actually show here. Do I have shadows off? Interesting. Well, I guess it's because I hit the max already on my shadow atlas. See, this is just ridiculous. But, Lucas is doing research on how we can have ray casting shadows. So we won't have to deal with that because the shadows cut out and everything, and it just doesn't look good. Maybe a chandelier would look nice here. I think this is a good spot. I think that, maybe like this. We'll see how it looks like in-game. If it's just way too dark or what. No, it's not that. Well, what if I turn on the ceiling? Oops. Oh, it looks fine. I think. Anyway, so I'll turn off the ceiling again. Meant to put this here. I meant to put this here as well. You know, it's like, sometimes you'll add a new song to listen to, and then after a while, you just don't like it anymore. Gonna put it... Yes. I'm gonna hydrate. I'm not used to talking this much, so my throat gets really dry. Ah, I see what you said, Shadow. I am doing well also. I'm feeling better than this morning. I have a lot of support, so it's good. I saw you were, just as I was about to stream, I saw you were streaming on Twitch. I hope that went well. Alright, so we already have the lighting set in here. Oh, and I do have fire pits as well. I'm trying to like get a feeling for how big the room actually is to the player. I could put it in this corner. Maybe I could put a cooking fire pit here. That would be nice. Or maybe a yeah, it's good to change it up. I don't want to have like rooms that look too similar to the last floor. Yeah, so that's looking good. And the room really doesn't need to be symmetrical. I really like this fire a lot. So I think here I could put the cooking, ooh, that would be nice. Have the cooking fire pit. Right here. Glad I'm able to rotate it without issues. And then, I could put a skeleton. Alright. Looks pretty solid. Let's see, you said, Shadow. It went well, got no views though, but it was good anyway. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I probably streamed for 6 months and I got no views originally. It was kind of irritating after a while. But, yeah, that's when Jesse found me, and then his regulars like Cookie and Creature, Plabs, other people, you know, started showing up, and it's just a really supportive group. Yes, Cookie is still here, he says. Yes. He's faithful to the cause. I mean, hell, I might just make like characters based off of some of our first supporters. It would be fun. If Cookie was like a chef, or like if we had like a store where you could buy food and stuff, or like he was a part of a quest. And it's like, really? His name is Cookie? And it's like, yes! What's wrong with that? Okay, so we have the skeleton. I think maybe we could have some logs. Because I didn't, like, spread out the logs last time. So I think it'd be nice to kind of have them just laying around, like, not in a perfect stack, because I do have that too. Whoops. Snapping on. I could always just make like a new mesh that just has them arranged a certain way, but just for now, I'm gonna do this. Should be fine. But yeah, Shadow, just keep at it and keep streaming. Like, if I'm available and I'm not streaming, I will certainly watch your stream and tell other people about your stream. Global. I think the shortcut might be X. Yeah, that's it. A chef named Cookie that sells or gives a quest for his magic cookie sheet that's missing. The rat stole it. Oh my god, you're so funny. That sounds like an excellent idea. I already can see you in game with like a chef's hat. And you just have like a bunch of dad jokes and people are like, oh god. Ever since this guy moved into the village, we just are so like I can't stand his jokes, but I love his cookies. I love that. I'm gonna really dig into the quest system and make a bunch of funny stories, so I'll keep that one in mind. Yeah, yep. It sounds like the cookie you know yourself. I'll probably move this over just a tad. Oops. Okay, this feels pretty good. Just leave it like that. What else do I have that would make sense here? Maybe a chair? Some crates. I could have a ton of stuff here, but, I'll add... The crate is... Yeah, there it is. It was right around here. And you can break these. You would need a number of random dad jokes then. Yeah. And when you tell us more dad jokes that we're aware of, we'll add it more to like our array of dad jokes. Short crate. Create another one. Balusters. I think books might be a nice touch here. I could just add like a pile of books, like this person was reading the books. I love telling a story. Oops. Without any words, just through the environment. Alright. Looking good. Could add a little bit of plant life here. I wonder where I snapped the hanging banners to. Let's see. So it's like... Okay, so 0.25 lower. Very good. I'll leave it dark in that corner. And I'll put a chandelier here. Alright. Feels pretty good. Put a brazier. It's definitely time for torches. Another torch. Oops, that's without the bowl. checking out all the lights so far. Oops. Alright. I think it'd be nice to have a little bit of lighting, like just a hint of it on the chest up here. So I would say that this whole area is good. I don't think I've touched the lighting over here, so I will. You know what? I'll just put a torch here. I'm being really stingy about it. Whatever can help. And then a bigger light in here. Let's say a fire pit. Sounds like it would make sense. Alright. I think I'm pretty happy with the lighting. I mean, this is before me actually, you know, playing the game and stuff, but we'll say it's good for now. I can certainly add, though, maybe some ambient lighting. Like, light element. Oh, that's what it is. And the intensity is 1.5, so it's pretty good. And it's like, it's important to position these lights, like very intentionally, so you can still see it on the surfaces nearby, but it's not like super obvious. Like this would just look bad, but you still see a little green, you know. If I turn this on, well, I don't know. You kind of lose it all. Oh well. I'll make edits later. Put blue. It helps so there's not like a crap ton of actual lighting fixtures that you can see. And it adds more color to your color palette. Probably in this room would be good. Alright. Feels pretty natural. So then now, we have the lights up, so that means I can put the mushrooms. Ah, hey Michael. Oh, and hey Shadow. I just saw. You know, I'm gonna do research on, is there any way, which I don't think there is, but is there any way to see the YouTube chat easier, without having to have this whole window up? Let's see. I'm about to read your comments. Okay, so Shadow says, I was doing live research by playing Genshin to see how they put the landscape together. Oh yeah. Yeah, it can be fun to study, like, by playing a game and just, you know, when you have that developer mind and making your best guess on how they actually put together a level, what methods they've used. It's pretty interesting. I've played that game, not like for a long time, but yeah, it was fun. Was there any, no, Michael says, was there any storyline associated with the Labyrinth other than Caspian training you there? Or, like, is there any story revealed as you go deeper? As of right now, because it's like the very first dungeon you ever go into, I don't want, like, for the entire story or, like, the deepest secrets of the entire game to be revealed all in the first dungeon. But I will say that, yeah, Caspian is training you. And you start to learn out of your little sheltered village that you were in that the situation outside of your village and in Eldoria is more grave than you realized, and that corruption and darkness has run rampant. And with each level you'll see, like, floor 2 I'm working on will have dark enemies, and then floor 3 will have a boss. I think that was your idea. And it's just a lot of corruption, and, like, you'll see the history of the Labyrinth. Like, there used to be good mages that studied there, and you'll see, like, their books and, like, the halls where they had, like, their furniture and they studied there. But as time goes on, I do want to add, like, corrupted mages that fight you with dark magic, and they used to be good, but now they're kind of like undead. So that's the extent of the Lost Labyrinth, I think. There'll be a lot more to other parts of the world, but yeah, that's what I'm planning so far. Let's see. Shadow says, I know with Streamlabs you can connect both Twitch and YouTube chats together, but you have to pay for multi-stream. Yeah. I wonder if, because I do multi-streaming with Restream. I don't think they have, like, the chat. I mean, at least for free. This is free. Let's see. Michael says, yeah, you definitely can learn too many secrets too soon. Yeah. Like, oh my god, childhood ruined. Yeah, I want it to be, like, it hooks you in enough at the beginning, but then it's a nice slow burn. But it's fun, and there's arcs to the story, and, you know, you're interested in what's going on with all the characters. Let's see. Yeah, I like that idea with adding decor that leaves the player guessing. Yeah, and, Jesse, one of our playtesters, he had a great idea, and that's just, like, you know, have different objects, like maybe an open book, or something that you can interact with in the level that will give you a little bit more to go off of. I remember playing games where I'll read a note in like a creepy dungeon and it like actually gives me goosebumps. It's like, oh my god, is that what happened to these people? Wait, no. And then you're like wondering, and then it's like you walk around the corner, there's an enemy that jumps out at you, and it's like, ah! It can be really fun. I look forward to doing stuff like that. Yeah, we'll look into, let's see, Streamlabs. I'll write that down anyway, Shadow. Because it would just be nice. Like, I do have my tablet, but I don't always want to have it on. It's just a lot going on at my desk. For 2 screens. Yeah. Yeah, I really, I like, just having, like, it does so much to expand how big the world feels versus how big it actually is. And the imagination of the player is huge, you know, for that, and the more you can have them wondering, or like not everything is served to them on a silver platter, like this is what happened. I think it'll make for a better story. Maybe, yeah, I'll put it here. Put it in this corner. Alright. I think that's pretty good on the mushrooms. I think we got enough shrooms. Yeah. On OBS, the chat box, I think you can have it as its own window. Oh. Uh-huh. Ah. It's both. That's a good direction to go with that, and I really enjoy games that do that. Yeah. It's so atmospheric. And I will tell you, you've heard Shadow, Michael's music. I get goosebumps every time. I think I'll listen to it again tonight to help me sleep. Because it's just like, yay, like, someone who knows what they're doing really well. Oh, man. Wait. Can I... Unless if I, like, do this. But then it's not gonna stay on top of everything else. I mean, I could do something like this. And then have this on the left, this on the right, and do this? Oh, what happened? That's not what I want. Okay, this is what I want. This. Okay. It's not perfect, but... Oh. Why? Oh, okay. All the new messages are at the top. I, like, never look here. Thank you, Cookie. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Shadow. I didn't mean you, Cookie. I meant Shadow. Okay. Yeah, I think I might just, like, wing it for now with this, because this does the job, and it's both chats. And, yeah. Yeah, it shows both. So in that case, I'll close this out. Very nice. So, what do we have? I can add more crates and breakables and stuff. I think that'd be good. Let's start at the beginning of the level. Can you think of any memorable bosses from games that you've played? Like the moment where the boss reveals themselves and the music kicks in and you're like, holy shit. Yeah. I mean, like, I barely play games anymore, but the games that I have been playing, like Elden Ring, mostly for studying purposes. I've been listening to, who is it? This guy or gal. I'll share with you, Michael. This music is always like, oh shit. I really like, let's see, was it this one? Moog, Lord of Blood. The Hollow Knight. Yeah. This is such a good song. It's like one of the top listened to. And there's a lot of choir singing in there, which I think is just so epic. But again, like, the boss needs to be epic, of course. Yeah, I am gonna hide my screen just for a second and share. I'll share it in the dev music sound effects channel. This has great boss music. It doesn't have to be on that level, but like, what is it? The Elden Beast, I think. That's like one of my favorite boss fights. It's like the total final boss for Elden Ring, like the main game, not the DLC. I think it's called the Elden Beast or something like that. That was really good. Or maybe, I mean, it's been a while since I've actually gotten to like a boss fight in a game, because I just don't play long enough. I'm thinking like, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. No, that's... Or Sonic DX. No, that was forever ago, and also not the kind of music we're going for. So I'm just like, okay. I don't know. I really liked Devil May Cry. I think it was the 5th one. And, they had really good music in there. So that might be some good reference. Gotta like jog my own memory here with Steam. I mean, I like Final Fantasy too. Like, I played 7, 8, and 9, as well as Tactics, the original games. You know what? I'll listen to the Hollow Knight soundtrack right now. Sure. I want to play this game, Alice Madness Returns. I heard it's amazing. Let's see. I've never actually played Hollow Knight. Or Ori. Or Silksong. I'll check out some of the Elden Ring music out. Also, Claire Obscure had a banger such. I know! Somebody was just telling me about that game. I think it's on sale right now, too. Yeah. I like what I'm hearing so far. Yeah, it feels really good. and like organ playing and everything. I'm gonna add these to listen, and Expedition 33 OST. All right, yeah. And I know Expedition 33, or Claire Obscure, whatever. It has a really, really good story and like reels you in the first 30 minutes or something. Yeah, I love video game music. I love Tactics. The battle themes for Chrono Cross are wild. I think that, let me see. I was looking at my wish list. Where is that? Games? No. Why am I not able to okay, view my... Wait, no. That's not... View my wallet. That's not... Now you all know I have $0. Where the hell is the wish list? Okay. I know I have Chrono... something. No? I thought I did, though. Chrono Trigger? Chrono Cross. Okay. I mix up every time, like, what people are into more. Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross. Some people say, I like the OST of this game better, but I like the gameplay of the other one. I don't know. But I would love to play. I would love to play. Yeah. It's, the wish list is building. Oops. Close that out. Play this, OST for now. So, I got the lights, I got the mushrooms. I think it's best to add breakables before adding any more plants. Alright. You know what? I'll also look for the Chrono Cross OST. If you're making a playlist, add Birth of a Wish, A Beautiful Song, and Amusement Park from Near Automata, the main theme from Octopath Traveler 2 also. Oh, okay. I know I have... Did I? I thought I have Near Automata. Automata? added like their OST here some point. Okay, I tend to just listen to the whole, like a whole game's OST. I don't really have any sort of playlist where I add like specific game songs. Maybe someday. Birth of a Wish. So yeah, jeez. Nier Automata is really awesome. I love their music. And what else? Octopath Traveler 2. I guess it'll be the... There we go. Okay, I should be good for a while. Let's see, if I go back, I thought there was a way to search within here, but maybe not. I'll just type it. Chrono Cross. Brink of Death. I'll listen to the songs while I'm on, and I see the list that you gracefully put in the chat. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. They really, I've noticed in the Souls games, they have so many breakables. It's crazy. Like how many manual, I mean, if it is manual, like times that they hand placed all these objects, like, oh man. By the way, Michael, if you're still there, it's getting pretty close to opening day for us to sign up to San Japan. So, opening day to sign up to host there is on May 1st. And San Japan, I think every year is on Memorial Day weekend. So... it's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so September 4th through the 6th. I don't know much more details than that, but we would love if you joined us. I'm gonna do it. I think like if we host like once a year, that's a pretty healthy thing to do to get feedback, boost our morale, meet new people, and just do something fun, you know? Have that sense of community in person. So if you want to join us, we'd love to have you. Let's see, Whirlwind. That's what I'm gonna play next. Sweet. Yeah. I'll tell my brother about it. He doesn't always go to conventions, but really the last one was in New Jersey, so that was a bit of a stretch for him. But he's even closer, you know, to San Antonio, and I'm certainly gonna do it. So I'll be there. I'm gonna be there the whole time. I'll tell him too. He's been he's been a lot more available, so I think he'll be there. I'll let you know about the details for sure when I sign up. Alright. Conventions, like video game conventions, are like one of my favorite things to do. Because it's just like so fun to be like around other geeks and just really be a part of the community and not working like solo, like, or just at your desk like alone for so many months. So I got that. Maybe put a skeleton in here. Or maybe this. See, oh, hanging banners would be good in here. Really good, actually. I don't know. I think it might be easier to just go room by room and like deck it out. So let's say like here. Yep, it's at 1.5. Yeah, this feels good. Huh. Let's have it at -90. It is set for the pivot. I wonder why it's not sitting nicely on the wall. Huh. Very strange. It looks like it's directly in the center. But my question is, like, why? Unless if I just, select both. Okay, that's why. Hey, creature, welcome. We're wrapping up floor 2. I'm just decking out the areas. Listening to some Chrono Cross OST. I hope you've had a good day. Oh yeah, well, I'll add a skeleton here, and there doesn't need to be anything in every corner. I think the skeleton was a later object I made. Maybe not. Oh wow, it's really up there. Item 8. Oh yeah, this is the one that sits at the desk. I'll have them over here. Maybe I'll have them kind of turned this way. Yeah, I really like the Chrono Cross music. Michael, thank you. I was getting deathly bored of all the music I've been listening to. I think it'd be healthy to play like a classic game like that too. Trying to think what else I could put in these corners. It would be wonderful to have like bushes and like foliage and stuff, which I do have, like mint, so I could do this. You've been looking into setting up MAME on your PC. What is MAME? Is that a game? Multi-purpose emulation framework. Oh my goodness. That sounds very complicated, creature. My brother would probably know what you're talking about. Oh, okay. Thank you. That's really cool. Yeah. It's great that there's ways to still play the old games. You just kind of gotta jump through some loopholes first. Or, jump through... oh my god. I'm gonna pause. Jump through some hoops. You don't jump through loopholes. At least that's not a saying. I gotta hydrate. I kind of get delirious when I'm dehydrated. Let's see. Michael says, I was thinking about that the other day, about adding foliage, nature growing into the Labyrinth. Yeah. That's good it's not complicated, creature. And it's just kind of a hassle to track down the ROMs. Yeah. Yeah. How old are we talking here? Like, what are the arcade games you're looking for? And by the way, Michael, like, I'm pretty sure you already saw, but when you played the game before, from the build you had, like, I do have plants. It's just like like bushes and stuff, not so much. And the reason why I didn't do that yet is because we don't really have like open parts to the ceiling. So I felt it wouldn't make sense for trees or bushes to be growing if there's no actual sunlight. But in the caves there will be. So I'm definitely going to be creating them for that. That will be happening soon. Let's see. It could go back to the 70s. But I'm mainly interested in the late 80s, early 90s beat 'em ups. That sounds like so much fun. Uh, are you on like Jesse level? Like, do you just beat anybody that walks in? Or are you just also fighting like just the computer? That sounds like a lot of fun. The times I've remembered just using a controller and just like my hands get all raw and shit from just like pressing the buttons and like the joystick so hard. Oh, okay. I always like the Simpsons arcade game. That sounds like fun. This is a little younger, I guess, or maybe around the same time as The Simpsons, but like there was I forget the name of the game, but it was a Shrek game where you would just fight people. It was actually really fun. You could be Donkey, you could be, I forget who else. It was such a long time ago. Yeah. Shrek, yeah. I hope I said Shrek. Uh, let me see. I'm gonna find it right now. It was on GameCube. GameCube Shrek fighting game. That was it! Shrek Super Slam. I'm gonna just mute this. Is this it? No, this is... Oh my god, I played this game too! This was so much fun! Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to play, guys. This was... Oh. Wow. Okay. Shrek Super Slam. Well, since it was from 2005, Creature, to answer your question, no, it was not an arcade game. I don't think. But it's an older game that I liked, and it was a fighting game. It's a Shrek fighting game, and it's unhinged. Yeah, you had like different skins for the same character. Oh my god. This is terrifying. It was so much fun though. Wow. I would love to find this. I wonder if any of them are on Steam. What the fuck? Wait. Wait, I want to see the other characters. Oh yeah, I loved fighting as Fiona with like her, the rollers in her hair and like the lotion on her face. And, this dude creeped me out, what's his name? I don't even know. He's the hunchback guy. I mean, clearly we all know who he is, but... Oh, and the Black Knight, he was so scary. Look at him, just... Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, I have fallen for the nostalgia trap. Yeah, there really are. I've played a while ago, like a emulator for like Fire Red, like Pokemon Fire Red. Kind of like Power Stone. Um, that could be fun if you're a Shrek fan. Yeah, I was. I still am. I think the last movie I watched was Shrek 2, and then I just did not continue. 'Cause life, yeah. And then it gets less magical as time goes on. Um, I've never seen that before. Yeah, it was so much fun. Oh my god. My brother and I would play. Um, when when I was a kid, I don't know, man. I was on the computer a lot, and then I got a Game Boy Advance SP. I did have a Game Boy Color. No, it was a Game Boy Pocket, actually. And I have played on a Nintendo 64, but that was when I was like 20. I was mostly on the computer, and my mom would bring me to the mall, and like I remember there being an arcade before it closed down, but I was probably like, I don't know, 6 years old or something. I'm not sure if I've ever seen any of the Shrek films. Oh, wow. I find them to be charming. I really like the first one. Second one was okay too. It was alright. But yeah, definitely a nostalgic trap. Like I downloaded on Steam Sonic Advance 2 Battle, Sonic Advance 2 Battle. And then I played it and was like, wow, this is so simple and boring. It seemed great. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna play it. And then I download it and play it. I'm like, oh. Yeah. Yeah, Shrek was great. It's like if you're young enough and you still got the magic sparkles in your eyes, like everything you play or watch is like, wow, this is amazing. Yeah, let me see. Shrek, I'm just curious. Shrek Super Slam. Shriek. Yep. Let me just look up Shrek. Power Wash Simulator? My god, dude. These simulators for doing the most boring of things is really boring. Yeah, I'm not surprised, by the way, like, Shrek games not being on Steam. If it's a Nintendo game, big chance it's not on there. If it's made by Nintendo, or whatever. But yeah, that was a nice, that was a nice, stroll down memory lane. What was I even doing? A lot of people love yeah, they love simulating mundane tasks. I really don't get it. I don't know. I've seen, like, people playing a game, like, where, what were they even doing? It was, like, there was a ton of graffiti and just, like, dirt everywhere, and it's, like, a power washing simulation. And it's, like, your power washer is, like, super small, and it's, like, 10 acres of dirt and grime. And it's like, okay, time to clean it off with this tiny little stream of power washing. It's like, no, that's not enticing to me, sorry. I've never seen Shrek before either. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah. I loved it. I think you'd enjoy the first movie, Shadow. I think I'm just gonna add a bunch of... Oh wait, I wanted to finish this room. That's what I was doing. I could just leave it like that. I think, this room looks pretty good. I'll be adding the enemies at the end. that looks weird. Not intentional. Alright. Oh, I keep doing that with the folders. You can't drag a folder into the scene. Gotta drag the prefab. I could stack it. Just put another one. I'm trying to make it look different, like not use the same objects more than once, because then it's gonna look obvious. And it's important that we have enough breakables, because, you know, gotta keep people entertained. But it's so much! Oops. Oh my god, oh my god. I've never done that in my life. That was frightening. I think I held the... what did I even do? Control D, and I was moving them, and it just duplicated a shit ton of them. All in one go. Oh my god. I've been using Unity for like 14 years, and I never did that. That was... wow. Alright. There we go. Yes. What if I just had a room full of barrels? I would find that really entertaining, actually. I know exactly which room I'd do that. Let's go there. This room. I mean, I don't think I'll fill the whole room, because that would just be insane, but... if it was just all barrels and nothing else... and then in the future, if we had some crazy person in the room and be like, get away from my barrels. Yeah. Or like it's a trap, and you start going up these stairs, and then a bunch of rolling barrels come down, and it's like, oh my god! Alright. Whoops. Trying to have them rotated so they don't look all exactly the same. So many that you have to run on top of them to try not to fall under the stampede. That would be very fun. I think it'd drive up the excitement of the dungeon for sure. And I think just like I find this funny. If we can add elements of humor to the game very early on, I think that's good. Although it does feel very odd to have these barrels, like, just like this. Let's see, if we walk in this room and we're just like, oh, hi. This does feel very odd, though. Enemies that randomly pop out of the barrels and like whack-a-mole. Yeah. We do plan to actually have, like crates and barrels and stuff actually have enemies in them, but they'll explode out of it, and, that will be a jump scare and also potential damage. I think it would be good for me to add other breakables in here. As much as I want a room just with barrels. It almost feels prototypey, which is not what I'm going for. And I'll just kind of group them naturally, so they're not like all sprawled across the floor in the way like that. So do this. I like it when they kind of, whoops, hug the wall a bit. Feels a little bit more natural. And I like it when they're stacked too. So you just roll into them, and it's going to be a lot of noise. It's going to be a lot of noise in this room. We'll have more items too. I like the idea of having items hidden underneath these crates and things. So there is like an initiative to actually breaking anything you see. Oh yeah. I want to add, because we just have these 3 type of items right now. Small crates, regular sized crates, and barrels. But I would like to have a broken version that I make. So I have like a regular version and a broken version of an item that you can break. And like I'd love to have like a candlestick, like a tall, I forget what they're called, but they're like as tall as a person, or like some sort of vase, and like just different breaking sounds, so like metal and glass or pottery. It's just fun. The value of good sound effects can't be overstated. Yeah, I am so ready to hear Michael's sound effects he made. It's gotta be like almost 20 sound effects. It's gonna be so amazing. My brother will be working with him soon to get all the sound in the game, so it's like a really scalable, sustainable way to do it with Unity's tooling. And he's also been working on music, so like I've heard, you know what, I'll play it. I mean, why not, right? I'm gonna pause this music. Let me hide my personal stuff for a second. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna play the music. And this is like not final music. I think Michael will be fine because it's for my game. So it's fine. I contract everybody to work within my company anyway. So let's see, I have the theme demo, I have the Lost Labyrinth music, and a combat version of the Lost Labyrinth. So, the theme, it's gonna be about 3 minutes. I just have 41 seconds, and this is like he's been working on this for weeks, so I don't even know what the newest version sounds like, but it's gonna be good. Let's see, Creature says, I think you can have a substandard looking prop, and you can still sell a breaking object with a good sound effect. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how much it can compensate the sound for the actual like object or art. When's the demo coming out? Well, I'd like to hope it comes out in February 28, 2028, for the Steam Next Fest, but I can't promise anything. Yeah, I'm working with, different people with different schedules, and there's unforeseen challenges, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna, unmute my desktop audio and show you guys the 3 pieces of music. Let's see. I'm happy to play that again if you couldn't hear it that well. I looked at the bars and it didn't look like it was loud enough, but it was really great. It's like a build-up. See. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to edit this then. I'll make it like 25 decibels. We'll give it a shot. Let's see. Why is it so freaking quiet? It's kind of irritating. Oops. Because I want you guys to hear it. I'm so thrilled about it. Oh! Sorry. I was increasing the volume on my mic, so I was just blowing out your ears. Jeez. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna look at this closer. I meant to do this one. Let's see. Yeah, it looked like the volume was much better that time. Also, welcome back, Cookie. I'm sharing with you guys the music we have so far for the game. These are not the final pieces. Yeah, and so that was like a 41-second demo. It's gonna be 3 minutes. This is the dungeon. I fucking love this. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it really does sound good, Shadow. um, oh, God. It's like I've been working on this game for 2.5 years and wanting to make this game for like 14 years. And this is the very first time we've had any sound created for a game, like professionally. And it just gives me goosebumps because it's like finally, God. um, yeah, we're so grateful to have Michael. He's very, very talented. Um, and this is the combat version, so it's like it's going to layer and kind of fade into the combat version if you're fighting an enemy or you're like they see you or whatever, so it'll sync up perfectly to play this version. And um he's gonna make some edits to it as well, but yeah, this is what I got so far. Yeah, so those are the songs I have so far, and he's been revising them a lot, and I'm really excited to hear what he has. Um, but it's just so good. Like, I mean, I know generally what sounds good for music, but yeah, I don't have a whole lot of like, make this revision, change this. He has a keen sense of hearing for that, of course, and he's been making music for, over 20 years, so I wanted whoever we pulled on to the team to make the music like to be really like really good. There's no skimping out on the music. Yeah, thank you, Creature. It's been so exciting. I love it. Oh, yeah. I love when things go my way. I'm going to mute this for now, just as I play other music. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue to add more objects to the level. I think that I'm keeping it. Let's see. It's fun when you are able to start seeing how all the parts fit together. I know. Yeah, 'cause it's like it's a lot of foundation setting it up, and like if I look at, I started in 2024. Like this was before I learned Substance Painter, and I tried to make like the texture look good by hand without Substance Painter, and it was just so bad. At least for the kind of art that, the art style we were trying to do. And this texture on the ground was like a placeholder. It was just free from the Unity Asset Store. I did fix the seams here, but this was after I learned Substance Painter. Yeah, this is a better example. The seams are gone. So before and after. And I documented everything. Like, then I realized, oh, maybe having the ground like this may not be great. Especially if it's super flat, because then the bricks just look weird. So I was learning a lot about texturing, and then I was creating Amara. This is her 15-year-old version, and I was experimenting with lighting and, what looked good with the cell shading. It took forever, man, and just like, okay, so the environment is more realistic, but the characters are anime style. Does that feel weird or wrong? And then I was like, you know what? We don't need a whole lot of detail on the clothes and stuff, because the cell shading, like, will just, destroy it, essentially. I was experimenting with the more realistic textures, but it just felt really weird. I don't know. I can always pivot and change it. But I do have a little bit of texturing, but so it's not super crazy. So I toned it down. I felt like this was a good, you know, a good mixture of the anime style with no real texturing except for the eyes. And that, I was making some props for a quest, but then we pivoted as well. This is a sword we still have in game, and it's going to be your first weapon in melee. I'm just going to check out chat. And then I was like messing with foliage. This looked horrible. Also, this is horrible. I didn't take my time with the concept art there. I just wanted to get an idea as to what she was gonna look like. But young Amara, older Amara, then I started creating her. This is her best friend Darian. So these are the heights. There's like baking involved with, trying to save on topology so the game can run smoothly. Working with the rig, doing animations. He's not in game right now, but he will be. And it feels kind of robotic, the running, but my brother has some good feedback on that. This is his dad, actually, Darian's dad, which he will be in-game. We actually totally scrapped, like, the skill tree idea, so that doesn't even apply. this was just some silliness because I made a change on the rig and then it looked like this unintentionally. So, but yeah, and then I created concept art and then I was creating the objects based off of the art. And all these objects you see now in game. And so I started building the walls and to make everything be seamless, like these tiles, 3 meters by 3 meters, was quite an ordeal. And then I was experimenting with fog and lighting. So this was like a test scene that I was messing with. And you could see her rig looked really weird. Like her shoulders are like popping out and her arm isn't fully straight. Anyway. But, I improved it over time. Yes, this is when I used to show my face. These were some of the first items that we put in game. This was the chest before, and this is what it looks like now after I learned Substance Painter. Again, her shoulders were popping out. It just looked so weird, and her arm was too close to her body, but I digress. Yeah, like, this was when I first built the dungeon. This was June of 25. Lots of sprite work, improving it, more concept art for stuff that's in game. I was working on the UI, more animations for when she's in combat, more animations for spell casting, lots of stuff. I improved the sprites for spells, looks way better. This was for the spell Sunstrike. And, yeah, did the concept art. Now you see the skeleton in game. I'm just gonna flip through, but you can see, like, I did all the art, man. Like, it's a lot. All the social media marketing stuff, conventions, creating postcards, creating the website, live streaming, dude. It's like, oh my god. I know how it is, you know, and iterating over from an old artwork that I had and then improved on it. But I know how it is, like Jesse, you know, just working solo. I have other people, but I am the person that does all the art. And, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm just gonna flip through some more. And I used all of this documentation to post online. And I improved the fire too. Also, our animator helped us a lot with this. This is an old animation, and now Squeakle will be hopping around instead of walking kind of weird like that. But yeah, lots of animation. Lots of items. I really liked doing this one. Because they'll have, like, bubbles on the end of their tail. Because they're a water type. Yeah. My brother got HP bars, and, I mean, I could keep going, you know, it's... Set up the Steam page. It's a ton of stuff. I'd be here all day. But I like to show the history every once in a while because it helps me kind of realize, like, oh yeah, I have made a lot of progress. There's some days where I'm just like, am I even going anywhere with this, you know? I did improve the fire a lot. I'm gonna see where I have that. Oh, this was the end of 2025, I assume. Yeah, it really is so much work, dude. Then this is 2026 so far. So I date it and then I post it. Thank you. So if I... What am I even showing? Meh. Why? I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah. More improvements to the UI. I really love this enemy. The dark version of Chirp Leaf. It would be cool if I got it working in the game. And this is like some of the visual effects for their attacks. And they have a move called Screech. It's a sound attack, I believe. Yeah, and like more UI for when you go to a magic spring. Yeah, I think, yeah, the fire looks much better on the braziers, so that's improved. And I loved making the magic spring. But anyway, I'll stop. It's a lot. I am parched again. Yeah, I just wanted to do a little bit of show and tell. Yeah, I'm gonna commit to doing another dev session this week before Sunday. I think it would be a good idea. But I'm probably gonna end it here so I can rest my voice. But I do appreciate everybody that stopped by. Yeah, and I'm glad you were watching, Creature. I'm like, I think somebody's watching. Yeah, you know, I just feel so strongly about making this game, and it's like, if I'm gonna make a game, I'm gonna do a damn good job at it, and I want to learn a lot, and it's just so humbling, and like, I've just grown so much being able to learn new things and everything. Yeah, thank you for being here. I'd love to play this someday again. I'm just gonna shout out. I was lurking earlier, but I'm glad I had some time to actually pop in and snoop around. Yes, you snoop around my stream. I love that. Thank you. So, for everybody, if you've been watching and you like what we've been working on, feel free to check out our Steam page. I do stream typically Sundays and Tuesdays, and these are our socials. We're very active. So, yeah. Thank you, Creature. Thank you, everyone. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll be on in the Discord server if you guys want to chat. Anybody who doesn't know about the Discord server, check us out. We're right here. This is the invite link. On YouTube, check out my About page. But yeah,